Alright, so as I'm backing my truck in, the garage door opener started throwing pieces out. This piece here I wasn't too worried about. That's just a cover. It goes on top of the chain drive. Yeah, it sounded something like that. It hit the ground, just like that. And then this other part came off, along with the chain doing this thing. So, kind of grab the ladder here. We'll head up and take a look. It's kind of hard to see, especially with that light right in your eye. But looks like the shaft in here. Let me get out of the way here. The shaft in there is broke off. So what I'm guessing is fixing this. Ooh, got the camera out of the way. Fixing this is probably not going to be possible. So I really don't want to do a lot of work. Surprise, surprise. This is a 7-foot door. And if you look at how I got my brackets coming through the steel, the ceiling, I really don't want to mess with those. And there's a few holes there. You can go back and forth. So I'll show you. I just came back from town. I probably won't have time tonight to put it in. But what I'm hoping to do is make this minimal time investment. Also, the sensors, you won't be able to see because it's all up underneath the steel of the ceiling and walls. But I'm really hoping that these sensors right here, see, I've got the wire going, and it's gonna be really hard to see. It goes into the board. So I've got it going into the board, and then it kind of goes behind the steel, up and all the way over on both sides. So I'm really hoping that I can just reuse those sensors. I bought another Chamberlain. You know how things work though. It's gonna be, I'm gonna have to change the sensors. So I'll show you the one I got. Now that I have the old one down, it's a lot easier to see. Not sure if you can see way down in there. I'm not sure what was going on here. If this, look how it's all kind of, I don't know if this thing was just pulling. I don't know if this thing was, oh, something's real wobbly there. Real wibbly wobbly. I think that thing was obviously like up against pulling, doing something funky. I'm gonna try taking that apart at some point when I get, you know, an extra day of my life back. So anyway, this apparently was wearing for a while because it looks like it went from this diameter all the way down to this 1/4 inch. So that looks like probably about 1/2 inch down to 1/4 inch. And then I could do a little, I don't have a super awesome, looks like some beach marks starting like right here. Then it kind of swirled their way across. So it started here and went across and then snapped off when I backed my truck in. So so that's what happened to the old one. The new one is a whole nother animal. So this right here is my locking system for the evening, probably for tomorrow while we're at work. And I took all of the J hook thing here, connector off, so that I can open up the door. I don't want it to hit that slider thing. And then I took the chain that was left on there and wrapped it around, took some wires, got it all mixed up in there. So tomorrow I'll pull it off and swap it out. Alright, I'm sorry you guys missed this, but I ripped this thing apart. So I'm pretty sure this is an old one. Where was I? I saw when I was taking it apart. There's a date down here somewhere. Date of manufacture. Looks like November, maybe the 4th of November, 2016. So it's 2018, January, just about February of 2018. So anyway, this is what I bought. I don't think you can buy these. I went to Menards, and they have all these MyQ, HomeLink, chain drive, and all they have was the half horse, and they have something like a 1.25 horse equivalent. So I don't see an equivalent on here. I don't know if I believe this is actually 3/4 horse. We could probably check the the watts and the whatevers to make sure, but I really don't care because what I had in there was a half horse. I may have to take this apart and paint it blue. I'm not super enthused about this tannish color, but I guess we'll put it up there and see if it works first. So looks like the old one had like an I-beam setup. The newer ones here, this is like a square cross section. So I'm hoping. It says on here somewhere that if you have a 7-foot door, or if it's more than a 7-foot door, oh, where did I read that? So anyway, I'm hoping that it's made for a 7-foot door. Then all my stuff will fit, and I won't have to move. Here it goes. If your garage door opener is larger than 7 foot high, you will need to purchase a rail extension kit. Well, guess what? I'm hoping without that kit, this will drop right where my brackets are, and I won't have to worry about it. So that's why I bought this. This is the last one that they had on the shelf at Flea Farm. If you look up here, this is one that I replaced a few years ago in the garage here. You see all the holes in there? Now I'm back one set of holes. This is a similar opener, but this one I believe came with the 8-foot. This is an 8-foot door. So this one I believe came with the 8-foot extension part. So when I originally had this all in here, the motor up here was turned the other way, and then the nose, the one light, was up in this region right here. That's why there's 2 lights here, because these 2 lights cost you, 2 4-foot lights will cost you way more than the one 8-foot light. So not a good idea to do it this way, but seems to have worked. So when I come back, probably after work tomorrow, I'll be putting this thing in, and all right. First things first, gotta assemble this thing. And I probably don't need the instructions. I mean, I could prove to you all that I don't need the instructions, but since they're here, I should probably just peruse them. So I will take a look at this, see if I have all the stuff we need, and then put the main track thing together. Alright, we'll see how this works. Pretty sure this isn't going to go well. We'll try it. Alright.
I hate this job.
You'll figure it out.
No, you're not.
Really? You're not going to figure it
It's so
out?
hard to get back in.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, I don't need it.
Well, I don't need it either.
Well, I don't need it either.
Yeah, I don't need it either.
Me
Me
neither.
neither. How do I give you some Windex? Can't drink this stuff though.
Why?
Only do it on Fridays. There, use that right there, okay?
What is it?
You can clean off your hand with that, or you can clean off the metal with that, whatever you want to clean off.
You can do it a lot of times.
Nope.
I like this stuff smells.
Smells clean, doesn't it? Don't be huffing too much over there. All right, just got off the phone with tech support, help desk, whatever you want to call it. I think what I figured out is that one of these is wrong. One of these things is not like the other one. One of these things just isn't the same. So if I put this end on here, if you look at these two ends, see how the crimping is much longer on the one? Well, what that means is when you try putting this together, you're about an inch off from getting it all the way in. So this is, it's supposed to go into all three of these tabs. You should see it in the third tab. This one here, we did not see it in the third tab. It only goes as far as maybe the second tab. So, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I'm running out of time for tonight. So it's another night of manually operating the garage door. Maybe we'll come back once I get different parts. I thought maybe what I could do is cut off an inch of this, slide it on, weld it tight. We'll see. It sounds like when I called the help area, they said that they could send me new ones out, but it might not be for like a week before I'd get it. So I want to see if they send me some kind of tracking. We'll see. Tomorrow night I might make a video of me welding this back together. I'm not sure. Just not in my plans for tonight. So anyway, hope your project's going better than mine. On Chicker Mission, apparently the kids did not turn the lights off. Alright, looks like everybody's good. See if there's any eggs in here. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Oh, we got an egg. Good thing I stopped out. Chicker Mission. Done.